Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon TCG live online match video. Number 95, I believe. We're getting close to the triple digits on this. Kind of cool. Still not sure what I want to do for the big 100th episode, but if you have any ideas, let me know what you'd like to see for a big commemorative 100 episodes of Pokemon TCG Online. Anyway, as we're doing, we're taking a look at the Pokemon GX from the most recent Burning Shadows expansion, and speaking of Burning Shadows, there is a code down below for an online booster pack of Burning Shadows cards. 10 booster pack plus 1 basic energy, of course. Given to me courtesy of my friend Wally, who is also on YouTube. I'm going to put a link in the description. I'll see if I do a little annotation card thing as well. You can check out what he's doing. He streams a lot of games. I think he's playing Sonic Mania right now. You can click over to that channel, give him a thank you for the code card if you happen to get it, and pull some cool cards out of that. And also just check out what he has going on over on his channel. Anyway, taking a look at this deck that I'm calling Princess of Twilight. Kind of a Legend of Zelda reference right there, but it is going to focus on, I believe, a world champion. I think I heard that Gardevoir-GX was a winning deck at this year's Pokemon World Championships 2017. I wouldn't know because I was on vacation on PEI when the World Championships happened. It wasn't until I got back from the island I realized, wait, that was that weekend? I didn't see anything, but I hear Gardevoir-GX was a world champion. As you can see here, a 230 HP Fairy-type Pokemon, Stage 2 of course. The ability of Secret Spring is good for energy acceleration. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may attach a Fairy Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Infinite Force for a single Fairy Energy does 30 times the amount of damage, the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. Pretty good stuff. If you can get a lot of energy on this Pokemon, you're going to be hitting pretty hard. And Twilight-GX is, of course, the GX attack for 1 Fairy Energy. Shuffle 10 cards from your discard pile into your deck. I hear, if what I was told was accurate, that was really useful against a Trashalanche Garbodor deck in the finals of the World Championships. Of course, Trashalanche does 20 damage to the opponent based on how many items are in their discard pile. The Gardevoir-GX player apparently used Twilight-GX to shuffle 10 items back into the deck. That reduces Trashalanche by 200 damage. Very clever play. So, I haven't really made use of the Twilight-GX in my testing. If it comes up, definitely I can make use of that, bring back 10 cards of any choice. I like how Gardevoir-GX and Charizard-GX are kind of like counterparts to each other. Charizard-GX burns 10 off the opposing deck. Twilight-GX shuffles 10 back in. Kind of cool. So I've got 2 Gardevoir-GX in the deck. I've got 1 Kirlia and 3 Ralts. Randomly grab a bunch of Ralts there, doesn't really matter. They're just not going to be... Again, I always say this. They're not going to be used for battle. They're just going to evolve up. Who knows? We might see a Ralts mumble at somebody for some reason. Who knows? Anyway, that is the line of Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir. I'm also tossing in Alolan Vulpix. I know I've overused Alolan Vulpix, but it is very useful for the cards that I tend to put together in my decks. For no energy, Beacon lets you search your deck for any 2 Pokemon. I love it. Icy Snow. Have I even ever used Icy Snow? I don't think I have. But Beacon is one of my favorite attacks to get your Pokemon of choice out of the deck. Also, we've got the Vikavolt line. And again, this is a Pokemon I've used quite a lot before as well, but this is also good for energy acceleration. Once during your turn before your attack, search your deck for a Grass and Lightning energy card and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, and then shuffle up. So, with the Strong Charge and the Secret Spring, we're adding an extra 3 energy per turn in addition to the 1 from hand to whichever Pokemon we want. That's 120 more damage added to the Infinite Force? Infinite Force of Gardevoir-GX. That's some pretty good damage. We got 2 of the Vikavolt, 2 Charjabug, and 3 Grubbin. Why do I have 2 Charjabug? I can update this right here and right now. Because I have 3 rare candies in here. I'll leave it as is, I guess. Testing seemed to work pretty fine with this. Generally, I would put 1 of the Stage 1s and have a couple Stage 2s and use a rare candy to skip from Basic to the Stage 2, but it came in handy to have a couple of Charjabug during testing, so let's just leave that. That is 15 Pokemon in the deck. Let's scroll down to the basic energies. Nothing but basic energy. We got 6 Fairy, 4 Grass, 4 Lightning. And onto the trainer cards. Got a couple of big Malasadas. Someone had commented on, I think, my most recent video, saying that they disagreed with the big Malasada. It's not the most useful card, not the most competitive card, but I find it's good if the opponent will paralyze you, or otherwise, put you to sleep and you don't wake up. At least you get to cure a special condition from your Pokemon. If you have Burn and Poison as well, that's not the best kind of card, of course. You can only heal 1 condition, but things that prevent you from attacking, I don't like those. So the Malasada heals 20 damage and can cure the Confusion, sleep, or paralyzed condition, which are the 3 that I would prefer to cure. And I like how those 3 counteract one another, so you can never have more than one of those 3 conditions on you at one time. I've also got a couple of energy retrievals, because we might be losing some energy along the way here. We've got a couple of level balls to search for any Pokemon of 90 HP or less from within the deck, and just take it into hand. 2 nest balls, one of which will let you find a basic Pokemon from the deck and put it right to your bench. A couple Professor's Letters to find 2 basic energy from the deck. 3 rare candies. Generally, I only run 2. Somehow I thought I needed 3. But again, testing seemed to work pretty well with this deck, so I'll leave things as they are. 2 Super Raws to shuffle back 3 cards in any combination of basic energy and Pokemon into the deck. And 2 Versus Seekers are the last 2 items we're going to be putting in, except for a couple of Wishful Batons. This could come in handy if we lose our active Gardevoir-GX, because if the Pokemon this card is attached to is active and knocked out by damage from an attack, move up to 3 basic energy cards from that Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. If I have another Gardevoir-GX waiting on the bench to come up and replace the active one that gets knocked out, we could already add 90 damage to its Infinite Force thanks to that Wishful Baton. That could come in handy. And let's move up to the stadiums. Of course, with Fairy Energy in the deck, Fairy Garden is a perfect stadium to use. Each Pokemon that has any Fairy Energy attached to it, both yours and the opponent, has no retreat cost. Very nice. Almost like a Float Stone, but you don't need to use up your item to do that. Now, for the trainers, or the supporters, I've got Acerola. You're going to see the next deck that I put together, or that I have put together, the next deck I feature on the channel in a couple days is going to make better use of Acerola, but essentially, very good. Put one of your Pokemon that has any damage counters on it and all cards attached to it into your hand. Kind of like AZ from back in the Phantom Forces set, except this only works with Pokemon that have damage on them. We have Alima just to get some more cards. I wonder if I should put Kukui, actually. Nah, I think we'll keep Alima. I got Kukui for the next deck. Alima says both players shuffle their hands in, so kind of like N, but then you flip a coin. Flip a heads, you get 6 cards back. Flip a coin, or flip tails, and you get 3 back. And Lysandre is in here. Of course, every deck needs one Lysandre. Say it with me. At least one, I should say. Forcing the opponents to switch around. You switch, or choose one of their choose one of their benched Pokemon. Bring it to the active spot. If it's something that is viable for a knockout from a Gardevoir-GX, there you go. We have N as well. Both players shuffle their hands and draw back 1 card for each remaining prize card on their side. And Olivia is here. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon GX. Of course, I've only got 2 in the deck, so she's going to help me find both of my Gardevoir-GX, if they're both in there. Put them right into my hand. And we've got Pokemon Center Lady for healing purposes. Professor Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 fresh cards. 2 Skylas, of course, as well. When do you stop being standard legal? This is Breakpoint, I believe. So we're still good with you for quite some time. Breakthrough is the new start of the standard. Skyla's not leaving us anytime soon. And we got a Wally. Since we have no Pokemon EX in this deck, we can use Wally to evolve any one of our Pokemon into their next stage from within the deck, even if it's the first turn that Pokemon was put into play. I guess that is it for this deck, the Princess of Twilight. We have 15 Pokemon, 31 trainers, and 14 energy cards. Without any further ado, let's head right over into the Versus and see if we can get some matches underway. How am I doing here? I'm on a 2-win streak. Next win will be a mystery box. Let's see who our first opponent is and see how well Gardevoir-GX can do against a fighting and colorless deck of Reginius. Reginius, maybe? I don't know. Let's call for the head side. Professor Chaz, everybody. Do we get the coin flips? No. Do we get the first turn? No. Do we mulligan? Yes. We are on par for the course. How many mulligans do we get? Leave a comment. 2, 3, 12? Maybe. Let's find out. What kind of coin? Oh, you got the Lycanroc. That's a cool looking coin. Alright, how many mulligans do we see? 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Now we got ourselves a Ralts. Grubbin. Not bad. Let's go with Ralts. What I'd like to do, since I do get to attack on my first turn, I can retreat the Ralts for 1 energy. Grubbin has a 2 retreat cost. I can, first of all, though, play the level ball, get myself one of those good old Alolan Vulpix. Get myself my Pokemon searching capabilities right then. Pokeball fails. Oh, strong energy. Uh-oh. Pokeball succeeds this time. What do we see? We're going to see the Lycanroc immediately. We are. That's going to be annoying, that bloodthirsty eyes. Another Raltso. That's not bad. I will, first of all, play level ball, get myself the Vulpix. Play that down. We can, of course, use Beacon for no energy, but first things first, we'll attach any energy, Retreat the Ralts. We're going to see what Sycamore gives me, so I know what Pokemon to choose using Vulpix's attack. We do not see a rare candy. However, we do see a Vikavolt. So, I could Sycamore again. Let's use up these Wishful Batons, I guess. We'll put one onto you, I guess. We'll put one onto you, I guess. Question is, well, we'll find out right now. Beacon, I'm going to look through and find we have no Kirlia. That is a problem. So, in this case, I'm going to grab another Vulpix, and should I get Charjabug or Grubbin? I'll get Charjabug. Because I expect we might be losing one of our Pokemon coming up in just a moment as we see Rockruff evolve into Lycanroc. With the bloodthirsty eyes, they can choose. Essentially, it's like Lysandre in an ability. They choose one of my bench Pokemon and bring it up. They can hurt me pretty bad for Dangerous Road. Never mind, they got themselves the Claw Slash. Oh, Wishful Baton on that. Interesting. Alright, so they're going to take my Grubbin down. I should have grabbed the Grubbin. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, so that hurts a bit. Well, Vulpix comes back up. Get ourselves Gardevoir right now. I didn't want to draw you, Gardevoir. I wanted to use the Versus Seeker to bring back Sycamore. I do have Super Rods in the deck, though. What hurts is I'm losing one of my other Versus Seekers. I'm losing both of them right here and now. It has to be done. There's Olivia. We see another Grubbin here. I guess that's something. Still no rare candies, though. Who should I give this to? I'll give it to you, I guess? And let's go for Beacon. Only 2 Pokemon left to take. Oh, this is not looking good for our first match. If I could get myself some rare candies, that'd be great. It's very unlikely to happen. Olivia's kind of useless right now, though, so if I do need to discard something from hand, she's the first one to go, because both of my GXs are already taken care of. One's in hand, one's in the discard pile. And we have a Regirock adding more power to fighting-type attacks. If you're going to beat me, you're welcome to beat me. At least let me show off my strategy. Well, the Vulpix is kind of just punching bag at this point. We've got all our Pokemon out of the deck. Still, no. Alright, Charjabug, get in there. I might need to attack. Maybe 150. What else can we do, anyway? Can't really put you to sleep or anything, I guess. That's not the best thing. You could paralyze, if we are super, super lucky. I doubt that's going to happen. Now, why would they give Zygarde the Wishful Baton for putting special energy onto that? Because that's not going to help it. Every deck needs at least one Lysandre. As much as it hurts me to admit that, it was very clever. I'm going to get Super Rod on my next top deck, so I'm going to bring Vulpix up. Professor's Letter. Grab me some basic energy, just to thin out my deck a little bit. Go ahead! Do what you're gonna do. You see a Lugia-EX. You got enough EXs and GXs in there, my friend? I don't think so. You could take that Carbink out and put one of those other things in there. So why did you just give it 2? I guess for the healing option. Plus you're doing 100 damage with the Cell Storm as it is. Alright, it is now or never. How much can we do if we do get a Gardevoir in play? We attach a couple of energies. I'm just going for broke. We're bringing up this Ralts. We're getting a rare candy right now. Or a Skyla. That could be something. Give us a rare candy, please. Let us now go right up into Gardevoir-GX. Can we do enough damage here? I'm going to attach one from hand. I'm going to use the Secret Spring to attach another one to it. So with 7 energy between the two of us, that is 30... Oh, check this out. Infinite Force. Go away. Too much damage from you already, my friend. And Energy Retrieval and a Kirlia. So what comes up next? This could do 110, sorry, with the Regirock on the bench. Still a one-hit knockout against you, though. 150? Did I not do the... Oh, because you used the bigger attack. That's right. What am I thinking? Okay, Kirlia. We'll get you in play. We'll grab the Energy Retrieval. Bring up a couple of energy here. I'll attach this from hand. Thank you. I will go for the Secret Spring and toss this onto the Kirlia as well. And there's not much left to do. I'm just going to go for the Infinite Force. Take this thing down. Now, is there anything else I have to worry about? This could get 100 damage on me, which is going to be a knockout. I just got to hope that I can get myself a Gardevoir-GX in hand. Oh wait, Lugia comes up. Oh, Arrow Ball will hurt. Very much. Well, if nothing else, I can move a basic energy, or 3 basic energy from... We'll get these, I guess these 3, onto the Kirlia. It all comes down to this. Can I get just the card I need? I need Gardevoir-GX, but I need to shuffle it back in. Never mind, that's the knockout. It could have come down pretty close if I could shuffle those back in. But we're not done yet. We didn't get to use Vikavolt just yet. I want to see if I can at least show that off to show how much energy acceleration plays into this particular kind of a deck strategy. That was a cool match, though. I like that. I kind of almost came from behind there. Psychic and Colorless deck. What is your name? I could not even try to pronounce that yet. Load the game. I want to see what's going on. Abneruzia. Alright, calling for the coin flip. Calling for the tail side. We got heads. I want to go second. I don't want to go first. No, I want to use the Alolan Vulpix that we're going to start our hand with. No mulligans this time. Hey, how about that? I called it. Lucky, but okay. Alolan Vulpix. Now, they do have a basic as well, so no mulligans on either side this time around. Vulpix is up. We're going to bench the Grubbin and the Ralts. I got a Nest Ball for another Pokemon. That's not too bad. What should the other one be? I wonder if it'll take a few turns to get things set up for me. It actually might, so I might want to go ahead and Nest Ball for a second Vulpix, assuming that we'll lose our first one. If I can get repeated Pokemon searching with a Vulpix active at all times, then Ultra Ball, I can kind of speed things along a little bit. Taking 2 Pokemon out of the deck every turn kind of helps you too, because I've said this before, but if by taking those 2 basics out of the deck, or even just 2 Pokemon cards out of the deck, those are 2 less Pokemon cards that you have to risk drawing off the top. That way, you might get a more useful item like a card like Sycamore or Skylar, something like that. So anything that you can do to speed up your deck by taking cards out through searching items, searching attacks, stuff like that, it's always a good thing to do. Hoopa-EX. Oh, we haven't seen Hoopa-EX in a long time. We're going to see an EX-heavy deck here? Come on, show us the Shaymin. We know you got Shaymin in there. Wonder what the main strategy of this one is. Of course, Mew-EX has the versatile ability. It can use the attack of any Pokemon in play. Not just basics, not just your own. They can use my attacks against me, but you do need the proper energy attached to be able to do that. Hopefully... Well, they didn't see Fairy, just saw Psychic and Colorless, so... I gotta get rid of this Ralts quick. They can use my own Nap against me. They can heal for 30 damage. Oh no! But so far, everything we're seeing is a 2-prize knockout if we can take the win. Or take the claim against them. Trainer's Mail, searching the top 4 cards of the deck for a trainer card, which is going to be nothing. Oh, that's too bad. But they can play the other... Was it another Mewtwo or Mewtwo... Or a Mega Mewtwo that they got? Can't tell. Oh, they're powering up good. This does have a retreat cost. Oh, and they fail the max elixir, too. I feel bad. I'm going to get destroyed, I'm sure, but I still feel bad that they didn't get 2 trainer cards wasted, basically. So Shaymin is going for the setup, getting to draw up to 6 cards in hand. What do they find now? Spirit Link, perhaps? I don't even know if we're going to see a Mega Mewtwo. This one can do the damage change. Okay. Charge a Bug. We're going to play the Nest Ball. We will grab another Vulpix, as I said. Chances are the first one's going to be dropped down kind of fast. I want to attach the energy. I'll put it onto this Vulpix. And let's go for the Beacon. I got Charge-a-Bug in hand already. I'm going to grab a Ralt and a Kirlia. We do have Kirlia this time around. On the next turn, Vulpix can get myself the Vikavolt and a Gardevoir-GX too. Unless they play an N, which is the downside of using an attack to search for your cards. Once you use your attack, your turn is over, basically, right? You have the cards you need in hand. If they play N, red card, a Lima, Judge, something like that, they force your hand shuffle away, and thus the cards you search for are back in your deck. Ultra Ball for another Shaymin, I would think, maybe if you have another one in there. Could also see Mega Evolution at some point. I wonder what their plan is to retreat that Mew, because they just attached an energy from hand. Oh boy, it's a Trubbish, everybody. I've only used one item thus far, though. If Trash-a-Lanche is a thing, I can, of course, use the World Championship technique. I can shuffle the items back. Okay, we have Kirlia. We've got Charge-a-Bug. Do I even want to play N? Not just yet, because it's going to give them back a lot of cards. Let's Beacon again for a Gardevoir-GX and a Vikavolt. I'll probably play N next turn, though, so I can see if I can get energy to start doing some attacking. What do you do? 10 plus 30 more for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. That will hurt. What is your HP? 210. So if we get 7 energy between the two of us attached. Oh no, wait, I can't use my abilities now. If it has a tool, though, that's the thing. So I still have this turn to make use of Vikavolt and Gardevoir-GX's abilities. Now what? So, if we can get 4 energy attached and retreat this... How do we do this? Let me think. I can get... Well, I'm going to play Vikavolt and Gardevoir-GX, of course. I need to somehow retreat the Vulpix. I don't think that's going to work. Hang on. Let me use the Strong Charge. I know I'm not talking out my thoughts right here. I'm kind of planning along as I go. We could hit you pretty hard. Here's what we're going to do. I'll attach 1 to the Vulpix for retreat purposes. We will attach 1 to the Gardevoir-GX. I'm now going to end. If I can get 1 Fairy Energy in hand. Excellent. Alright. Put this onto the Gardevoir-GX. We'll attach this Fairy Energy. We're now going to retreat the Vulpix. And this should do 150 damage. Infinite Force. Now, you can hit me pretty hard if you have another double colorless. What would that do? 5, 6, 7... It'd do 220 if I'm doing the math right. This is an interesting match here, too. Okay, there's the Mew-EX back once again. Who do you give your double colorless to is the question. No more abilities. Alright, that's fine. I got energy accelerated on there as I needed. This will hurt, of course. As I say, it's going to do, I believe, if I did the math right, 220. 7 energy times 30 is 210, plus the 10 base damage. Sycamore. You don't have any sort of a power-up tool like Muscle Band. That's not standard. Just don't add any more damage, please. What is the up for? I'm scared. Alright, damage is increased because of the energies. That's a close one, but we are still there. Alright, so we have Versus Secret bringing N back. We can't use our abilities. I'm going to... Do we have any Fairy Energy discarded? No, we don't. I'm just going to go ahead and grab N. We're going to take down the Mewtwo... Mega Mewtwo-EX. I'll try to get a better hand of cards to make use of on the following turns. Another Grub and Charge-Bug. I do have Fairy Energy here. So then on there, we're going to drop a Grubbin. And let's just go for the... Oh, wait. I could heal. Never mind, I'm going to go for the Infinite Force. Of course, there goes one of their big threats, and we get 2 prizes for that effort. I want a Gardevoir-GX. I can do that, though. As soon as they knock out the Gardevoir-GX in the active spot, I can use the Wishful Baton, move energy to the Ralts, and bring up the Vulpix, and go for Beacon once again. This is an interesting fight, I will say that. We haven't even really seen Shaymin use its attacks before, but we're seeing Sky return. Do they have another double colorless? Because they will need that to be able to hit me. Max Elixir. That's a pretty cool looking Mewtwo card. That's from the Evolution set. Full art, Mewtwo-EX. Cool stuff. So they probably have found an energy using the Max Elixir, adding it to this Mewtwo. Did I put Field Blower in this deck? I don't think I did. I should always put Field Blower in so I can get rid of tools like on that Gardevoir. But N kind of helps us out here. Come on, Rare Candy Gardevoir-GX. Well, where's the secret? Does that help us? No, not really. But as soon as... Oh, we're not going to lose Gardevoir-GX yet. Never mind. So we will. Alright. And like I say, Vulpix can come back up. Shatter Shot, a mere 30. Oh, that hurts. A tiny little tap. And let's move all the energy, of course, onto the Ralts. We are done. So I'm going to bring up this Vulpix, as it does have the retreat cost paid for already. And they get to take 2 of their prizes, of course. So I can Super Rod right now. That is what we're going to do. Let's shuffle back in the Curlia, the Gardevoir, and just the basic energy, I guess. I'm going to grab my own N. So we got 4 energy on you there. We still can't use our abilities, though. I'm going to play N, shuffle them down to 4, shuffle me up to 4. Look at that! I got just what I needed right here. Rare Candy up into Gardevoir-GX. And drop this energy onto it. Retreat the Vulpix. See what I can't do. 1 more bit of energy damage, but I can do at least 150. So you get the idea. Although I didn't get to show the ability yet of Vikavolt, you see how adding 2 more energy each turn would add another, what would be, 60 damage using the Infinite Force. Fortunately, you can't get the damage change powered up just yet, but you can hit me for 60 if you really want to. Hey, I've got a Pokemon Center Lady. I can heal 60. 1 more energy. You could also retreat the Mewtwo if you really, really wanted to. I wonder what would come up next after this Mewtwo is done. It's only 20 HP away from fainting. The opponent is carefully selecting their next move. I like this card. I can see why it'd be a world champion. If only I could use that ability because of the Garbodor. Why did I not put Field Blower in here? I always think to put Field Blower in my decks. I love it. Like for example, this situation. You could have hit me for... Oh, did they time out? They probably timed out. I'm just going to go for the knockout here. I mean, I'm kind of on the winning side as it is, you know, so we know what's happening. I wonder what their next one to come up is, unless they're just simply... Maybe they walked away. They could have just completely table flipped and left this encounter. I guess it's possible. Hopefully they didn't actually flip their table and now the computer's lying in smoldering ruins on the ground. That would be kind of bad. So if we get 1 more EX knockout, though, they are done. The only thing that could prevent things or slow things down would be bringing this Gardevoir, or this Garbodor. Why are their names so similar? But do I have Lysandre in my deck? Yes, I do. As I said in the first encounter, every deck needs 1 Lysandre. Hello, Hoopa. We can hit you for not quite a lot. Only had Kukui in the deck. This would be a perfect time, if I had Field Blower, to draw Field Blower, get rid of that tool, throw energy onto Gardevoir-GX, and then we are just like, boom, taking this thing down. Never mind. That is the win as it is anyhow. So even if the Mewtwo did attack, though, it would have only hit me for 30. I don't think that was enough to really save the opponent in that particular situation. So I know this sounds almost like I'm being, what would you call it, self-centered or something, but since we just got a win, we're going to call it a day for Gardevoir-GX. But I mean, I showed off the strategy pretty well. The only thing we missed out on was, of course, showing what Vikavolt can do to help power it up. But we've seen it before on the channel, so you get the idea of energy acceleration adding so much power to the Princess of Twilight. That is going to be it for today's Pokemon TCG Live Online match, folks. Thanks for watching, of course. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video and the deck strategy, feel free to throw a like down below there. And feel free to share this with anyone else, anyone that wants to try to recreate a Gardevoir-GX deck of their own, other than whatever the deck was in the World Championship. Because there's so many, that's what I like about TCG. There's so many strategies that you can do out there. I don't see Field Blower, I'm a fool. But there's so many strategies that you can do with just creative thinking. I love how you can put creative ideas into any kind of a collectible, customizable thing like this. It's pretty fun. And of course, if you have any ideas how to improve this deck, however, feel free to leave them in a comment down below as well to try to make it more consistent for other people that want to try to recreate this kind of an idea. But with that, I want to say, again, thanks for watching. I guess we're done. The next deck, should I give you a spoiler for later in the week? Nah, let's save that. Friday, we're going to have another video coming up for Pokemon TCG Online featuring another Pokemon GX from Burning Shadows. And of course, as I've been doing, another code card out there for you folks. First come, first served. I'm not going to give you one at the end of this video because I'm running a little bit lower on the code cards as it is right now. But each video should have at least one code card for the next little while, maybe with the next couple weeks or so. As I get more code cards, though, we'll keep that thing going. But I guess there's not much more to say. So we're just going to wrap things up. Once again, thanks for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.